UFC 317 is now behind us, and as we kind of thought it might be, it ends up being a bit of a coronation for Ilia Topuria, as the former 145-pound king now reigns supreme at 155 pounds. It is a picture-perfect knockout of Charles Oliveira. Like, wondering what this guy's going to look like at 155 pounds, we wonder no longer with that knockout. And it really does, I think, perfectly show what this guy really can do. Where it was the perfect display of his full skill set. Where okay, it was measured, it was patient, it was technically perfect, and it was vicious. It is just okay, we're gonna open it. Let's do a quick shot to the body, maybe just get the hands down even just a little bit. Oh, hey, there's an opening there. Let's do that. Boom. And while we're doing that, let's come across. He's still reacting to this. Let's come over with the ba-bam. And all of a sudden it's a knockout and we have a new champion at 155 pounds. Like it was like everything was moving in slow motion for him. And it was like every movement, every punch was to set up the next movement and the next punch. There was nothing wasted in any of that in Ilia Topuria. It was sniper-esque what he was able to do. Just brilliant. All the way around brilliant. It is the skill set that got him to this point, and it is that type of an approach combined with the skill set that has him now on the top of a second division and talking about him as a number one pound for pound fighter in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So a huge congratulations to him. He is the real deal. He feels like a superstar. He has the look, he has the skill set. He feels like he is a big deal, and I would like him to be treated as such by the company. Um, in terms of Charles Oliveira, it's a long road back for him. It felt like this was kind of the last gasp of a title opportunity for him. He's still going to give us exciting fights, but in terms of relevancy, I just don't think he gets there anymore. And that is unfortunate for Oliveira because he is a incredible competitor, one of the greats at 155 pounds, but it feels like now the time has passed for him when you look at the fighters who he has beat compared to the fighters he has lost to over the last little while and which ones are going to be hanging out at the top of the division and which ones aren't. Paddy Pimblett steps in for the title challenge, and this sums up the UFC perfectly. Dana saying after the event he didn't know that was going to happen and he didn't know who allowed it. So you have a big moment on a big night for the UFC, one of their tentpole events, but Dana is unaware of something big that is happening that is messing with the overall messaging of the company. It's another example of Dana not really knowing what's going on. We saw this a lot in the John Jones saga. Remember when we were guaranteed that those two were going to fight? And now remember how we're not going to see those two fight now? Cool. And then Dana not knowing about the tweets that are being sent out and all of that. Like these are the attention to detail things that never happened when Dana was fully in control. And I'm not even fully blaming Dana for this. But like, look at everything he's got going on right now. He has Slap, which I wish would just go away, but still, it's not, and he is running it. So he has that. He has whatever he is doing on the meta board and all his stuff with Donald Trump and everything like that too, which again, but he also has Zuffa Boxing, and they're promoting one of the biggest fights of the year in that sport with Canelo against Crawford. So no shit this guy doesn't have, again, made the reference earlier, but no kidding, he doesn't have both hands on the steering wheel, knowing where this thing is going. He's just kind of along for the ride, being the face of this company. And for a while, like, he has never been just the guy, right? He has been the guy to us and the forward-facing one, but there have been a lot more people kind of pulling a lot of the strings in the background. But now it feels like he has less control and less awareness of what is going on with this than ever before. Didn't even mention they have a TV contract that they are negotiating as well, trying to get literally billions of dollars into their company. So there's a lot that this guy is managing. And I just wonder if it is time now for there to be a new kind of face of the UFC. And that will be a change because he is the biggest star in the UFC and has been for a very long time. And that is how they wanted it. They never, I think they really learned from how like the Randy Couture situation went down and a few other things went down early in their time in the UFC and recognized like these guys are going to come and go. This is a violent sport. We need to have something. We need to make the three letters UFC and eventually Dana White as the real actual star of this instead of these guys who can come and go and then we don't have as many ebbs and flows. That this was a concentrated effort, but this was always going to be the concern is that one day that just the way Dana is, that eye is going to start wandering to new challenges and new things. And so I wonder if there needs to be now a new kind of face of the UFC. I don't think Paddy Pimblett should be the next title challenger for Ilia Topuria. It feels like he is still a fight away from getting that opportunity. But I think that this is also would be a bit of a star-making night for Topuria if he were to go out there and face Paddy Pimblett and continue to elevate a guy who could be the face of the Ultimate Fighting Championship for a bit. Just a reminder that you can support Couch Potato Diary and my cat's insatiable treat habit with a tip. There is a link in the description wherever you are consuming this, if it is YouTube, Daily Motion, or podcast. And for those on Twitch or Kick, there is a tip panel. Not required, certainly not expected, but would be greatly appreciated. The rest of the UFC story will be coming again from me a little bit later on here in other, if you're watching on video, other videos to come, podcast form, other podcasts to come. We're already pushing up against it here today.